We are counting down the days to RebelCon, and virtual passes are now available at an early bird discount of $200 off the normal ticket price. This virtual pass gets you live access to all general sessions with our expert keynote speakers, as well as links to view the sessions later. This deal will end soon, so get your RebelCon virtual passes now. Hit the QR code for more info or visit rebelcon.marketrebellion.com.
Hey folks, welcome back. This is 3 at 3. Every business day, I bring you 3 bits of unusual activity that we've found. Unusual activity as defined by us is what we're known for. We have been doing this since 1999. And the unusual activity, that's when we started the algorithm, has proved itself time and time again as one of the best ways to follow what big money that wants a leveraged return in the market is doing at that particular time. And it works for both calls and puts, in other words, bulls and bears. So without further ado, let's get started with today's unusual activity, 3 at 3 for the 15th of August. Monster, MNST, Monster Beverage. We did this one just Friday. I think it was Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. And days blend together. And the stock has rallied about $2.30 since then. Again, to compare the equity or the stock, how it did versus how the broader and more leveraged play and options did. You'd be up if you put up $89,000 a few days ago. You made $2,600 approximately. Great day. On the other hand, if you bought the options, you put up less and you made far more. Again, it's why we love trading options. So that's the first of the ones that worked. Another one that continues to work is AES. This is, of course, a utility. We saw it at just sub 23. Today, it's over 25. And these calls expire this Friday. So I will be very judicious in taking my profits, which have been piling up in AES. Rebel's Edge. This is the show that my brother Pete and I do Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. It is at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Rebel's Edge, we describe the top news stories of the day in fairly concise manner, and then unusual option activity. Each of us goes into one of those. And then my brother Pete, who has his own radio show on Sundays for sports, he and I discuss the sports stories of the day. Encourage you to tune in. We certainly enjoy doing it. We'll be back on air live tomorrow with that, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Here were the stocks that we covered today for the Rebel's Edge. PCG, which is another play for that space that benefits from interest rates going lower rather than higher. And Tilray, which is a cannabis play, of course, and a very large trade in each of these. 15,000 of the September 13 calls. You have about a month to trade that one. Meanwhile, the August calls in Tilray, just 1 week. They expire on Friday. So those were the 2 that we covered on today's Rebel's Edge. RebelCon 2022 is, of course, our big event down in Dallas, Texas. I almost said Houston. A lady from Houston will be there. That would be Bryn Talkington. Maybe that's what I was thinking. But RebelCon 2022 comes your way at the Four Seasons Resort and Club in Dallas at Los Colinas. And this will be a fabulous time. We are nearly out of tickets. So if you want to sign up, please do so now, because we're already selling the virtual tickets, which means we're nearly sold out of the in-person tickets for RebelCon. You can go there by checking out marketrebellion.com/Dallas. All right, PPL, bullish call buying. Stock was a little over $30. They were buying the 32 calls in October, 2 months into the future. So that's worth noting. And also the 6,300, that's 630,000 calls. That's how much those calls control in stock, 630,000. So keep an eye on that. PPL, bullish call buying there with the stock just over 30. They're buying the 32 calls, about $1.60 out of the money. KHC, this is Kraft Heinz, something that would make Mr. Buffett very happy, because a very short-term trade with the stock right at the money, right at 39. They buy 7,800 calls. That's it's nearly 800,000 share equivalent of Kraft Heinz, KHC, which Mr. Buffett has a very large interest in. It's not been one of his big winners, but he has stuck with it. And August 39 calls by Friday. You've got 4 more trading sessions for this to work. Bang. That is the second of today's 3 at 3. There is the virtual for RebelCon 2022, Dallas, Texas. If you can't attend in person, or if by the time you decide it is sold out, then you can still come in virtually. RebelCon 2022 virtual tickets on sale. In fact, you save $200 if you buy those tickets before August 25th. So you've got basically 10 days from now. And at that point, you're going to be paying full price if you don't pay now and save yourself that $200. Go to marketrebellion.com/Dallas for more. All right. Third and final of today's 3 at 3 is Caesars. Okay. We've seen the floods going on in Vegas. There is bullish call buying, or I could say a flood of call buying in Caesars, CZR, 6,200 January calls. These are calls, folks, that are already in the money. How do I know that? Because the right to buy the stock at 50, when it's trading at 51.73, is worth $1.73. Differential from the stock to where the strike price, that's $1.73, that differential. So somebody wants to have something that for a lot less money than putting 1,000 shares down and $51,000 investment, they instead want to put down a few shekels and still have the same upside, which is what they're accomplishing by buying calls that are September, October, November, December, January, 5 months out into the future. So watch that one closely. We certainly will. And I am in the calls of Caesars, CZR. Well, that's going to do it for us today, folks. Encourage you to check out marketrebellion.com/get started if you would like to play along with us and trade options. You're welcome to trade stock, but you don't get a leveraged return and you can't define your risk on entry. Even with a stop order, you're not defining your risk on entry with a stop order. You need to be aware of that, because that stop order is something that gets executed at or below in the case of a call, or at or above in the case of a bearish activity, a short that you've put on. So just be aware that stop orders for stocks do not guarantee your loss at a certain level. They instead get executed and become market orders. So if you'd like to be able to control your risk better, take a look at learning about options. marketrebellion.com/get started is where you could get started. It's going to do it for us today, folks. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow on the Rebel's Edge.